So this seemed to be kind of big news, and the reason why I wanted to talk about the Letterbox news is because this also came up in my day job. Because there was a certain film that I was interested in, and I happened to ask my colleagues, "Well, what's going to happen to this film?" And the film is the film is not getting a traditional release. It's most likely going to be premiered after its festival circuit. It's going to be premiered on this new platform or new sub platform that Letterbox is going to be releasing, basically. And they're calling it Video Store to appeal to the nostalgic millennials.
I haven't really seen the news. I did see Video Store, so I don't actually know how it works. Do you just go on a film page, click to watch, and then watch it?
Yes, but I think they're going to go down the route that what movies like kind of do. Things are going to be available for a limited time. So you go onto the films page and you should be able to rent it. But I think only certain films are going to be available for a certain time. That's what I understood.
So it's not like
It's
every
not.
single film on the in the world. It's like a
Well, this is what they've said. They've said that it sounds like every film or any film that's in your watch list that you want to watch will be made available. And to me, this sounds like a like a rights nightmare
Also,
because
that's not how a video store works. A
yeah, that's
video
another
a
confusing
video
thing.
store doesn't go, you can rent True Lies, but only from November 7th to November 20th. Like they always have True Lies. Like you have to give it back at a certain point. But that a video store doesn't just go, we're only stocking this film for these months. Like the whole idea of a video store is all the movies.
Yes, but my worry is more about, well, obviously, yeah, that seems nonsensical. Yeah, that a video store you could just go in and rent it, but
yeah.
Yeah.
it's not. It's only going to be available for this time. But my problem is that how are they actually going to get the rights to every single movie? Because
Yeah.
you could type in any movie on the search, well, most movies. There are a few where I'm like, I can't find it. You can go into Letterboxd and search for it. It will be there. So if it's there, it's got its poster, it's got its like
Yeah.
setup, and
I don't like
theoretically, it
this
would
already.
mean that you should be able to rent it.
Will it not
Okay.
just like I'm gonna have to look into this, but surely they'll just link it to Amazon or Apple.
They
Maybe, but they've promised that it's not going to be when you rent, it's not going to be the same as when you go onto Amazon, you rent something for 24 hours or 48 hours rather. They said it's not going to be like that. So it's a bit confusing as to what they're actually going to have available and for how long it's going to be available for, and what is actually going to be available.
Yeah.
Because if I think it's a way of them trying to get new films out there, like this festival film that
yeah.
is said to be, I'm not naming it for reasons, but it's said to be premiering on the platform so that people have heard about it, but they didn't see it at a festival. So they should be able to just rent it because it's now available on Letterboxd's video store, which
They
would make
should
sense because it's the films that you cannot find and the ones that don't get distribution deals are the ones that you really do want to rent. But it sounds like from the news and stuff that I've read, anybody out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like they're aiming to actually have a hell of a lot more available. So I don't know how this is going to work because
yeah.
that's not how rights work,
Yeah.
basically.
There's probably small print. Like I imagine it's just gonna link to where it's available. Like
Parts.
they do already. Because
They should make it more like an actual video store with no search bar, and they just put all the films in no particular order, and you just have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll until you find a film that vaguely interests you. In the background, they're showing clips of Crow 2 City of Angels while
just
you scroll.
that just
So
sounds
really
like
make it feel like an old video store. Like you're just walking, you're hearing some old, Weezer's playing on the background when you open the app. You scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. There's nothing good. There's nothing good. There's nothing good. There's a tiny little window that's playing Crow 2 on mute, and you're just scrolling, and then eventually you go, "Fuck it, Gross Point Blank again."
you've just described Netflix though. Like it.
Netflix
Yeah.
doesn't play Weezer when you open it.
Weezer's like
You
my
can't-
favorite band, so I've always
You
got it in
should
the
be
background.
when you open it. You're not like, "What's with this guy? He's
Yeah.
dissing my girl." As
Yeah.
you're scrolling through, ooh,
Do you know what?
just like
Um,
Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
you
I
know
just
when
watched Gross Point Blank.
Blockbuster? Do you know when Blockbuster died for good in the UK?
Was it when you worked for them?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. I worked for well, to be actually, I can't take credit for this. It died like probably about 6 months after I was made redundant from the store. But the thing is, they lost their license to play movies. So
Oh, really?
and you couldn't so and also they didn't want to pay for the license to play music either. So we would have just like adverts playing in the background, and it would
It
be
was
like
basically just a
Blockbuster TV.
library, but no books.
It was appalling. But the thing is, I can see why it died just
Yeah.
One
from like
fat
watching
nerd
it
coughing.
die, which is such a shame because they would be like, I remember there was like this older couple, sorry, that's rude, older couple who used to come in and they'd have a chat with them and they're like, what films are coming out? We're really interested in this. And they would actually knowingly pick films that had like the big subtitled sticker on it. And so I knew that I was like, these people are cultured. Otherwise, we get crackheads coming in with their kids. And I'm saying they would come in with their kids to the point where some of the people that I work with were really worried about those kids. And they would just be like, what cheap horrors have you got? And then we had this like 99p wall of like cheap horror that never made it into the cinema.
Becky.
It was sad.
Wrong Turn 7.
He probably wouldn't even touch that. Oh my god! But
We've got
that's how
Wrong
it
Turn
ended.
7 or Cabin Fever 3.
I feel
It's
like
sad
you've
those
told
days.
us this before, and I said that compared Becky to the crackhead as well, but previously. So, hello, Becky. I know you're not
Hi,
listening.
Becky. Queen of Horror herself.
She's not a crackhead, by the way.
She's not a crackhead.
No, she is
She's
not,
a crackhead
no.
for horror movies.
Yeah.
Horror
But
head.
the thing is, even Becky probably would not have touched that 99p wall.
I don't know. I've seen her letterboxed.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know.
And then you said them. But yeah. And
Even
then we
I'm
had,
like, Becky.
we had an entire shelf when we went into like different kind of sales, and we had an entire shelf of like Speed Racer, like to buy, and then I was quite disappointed. But the other one was like Baby Mama, and then there was like some crap Kate Hudson film that was it, Bride Wars. Like those.
You're really
so
dating
many.
yourself.
There was so many old movies.
Baby mama.
Katie's gonna be
Baby
the
mama.
person the old person. She said walking into the shop now.
Like, I would like to rent Baby Mama.
Oh.
I don't need to. I own it.
I think Filmhounds should create the Filmhounds app, which is like a Blockbuster, in that there's no rhyme or reason. You want to find True Lies, but you got to scroll through 700 other movies while Weezer plays in the background, and there's a tiny little window playing.
Well,
do you know what? Not
we
even
can-
Crow 2, Crow 3. That's
How
what
about
we're
we
going to
pitch this to Letterboxd so that we can actually hold the pop-up, which will inevitably happen.
Do you know? It's funny you should say that about Weezer because do you know Rivers
Weezer are
Kimono?
great.
He is a character, and I think he learned web development, and he made a random. I'm trying to Google as I speak. He made a random site where you can search for Weezer songs, but he made it himself. How?
www.whatsthatweezersong.com. It's just Teenage Dirtbag. It's just no one wants anything but Teenage Dirtbag. Come on,
Teenage Dirtbag
Weezer.
was Wheatus.
But they sung it
Even
as well
worse.
because to
Oh,
confuse people.
really? Because people thought Weezer and Wheatus were the same.
So they just started playing it for a laugh to confuse people even more.
That's hilarious. I did not know about that.
But anyway, I
yeah.
think we need to come back to Letterboxd, and I'll also come back to finding out what Rivers actually did because there's something very similar, but it's all linking together somehow.
Somebody told me that Rotten Tomatoes started as a way to search Jackie Chan films.
I think that sounds true.
Yeah, it was a database of Jackie Chan films, and now it's the name in. That's why every Jackie Chan film has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rush Hour 3, 100%.
Filmhounds started as a selling dog food.
The dog food was made of vultures. That's why it was called Vulture Hounds.
Vulture Hound.
Well, now we just write a load of dog.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Do you remember when Netflix used to send you DVDs?
For my
Yeah,
temple.
I do. Blockbuster
Before
tried to
your
do the same.
time.
Blockbuster tried to do the same thing, by the way, because Netflix did it, Amazon did it, or Love Film did it, or one or the other. And then Blockbuster, Then Blockbuster tried to do the same thing as a last-ditch effort to stay
Oh my
afloat
God, love
before they
film.
closed everything down, including the headquarters. Yeah.
When I ran a charity shop, when we got donations of CDs and DVDs, we had to go through them to make sure the discs were in. And I opened one, and there was like 3 leaflets of Love Film vouchers. I was
Sad.
like, oh. Also, things explaining how to get your digital copy of X-Men 3: The Last Stand. Got to get
Yeah.
that digital copy of the A-Team.
Oh my God, those were the days. You'd buy that, and they're like, you get your digital copy with the actual physical copy too. Like, it's all like Ultraviolet, RIP, Flickster,
Ultraviolet.
RIP.
Oh my God.
There's only going to be about 3 online platforms soon.
Well, Google Play, I
Filmhounds
think,
will be
still
one of them.
has. Filmhounds should have it. But yeah,
You know
Google
what?
Play still has a few things, as
Gavin told
does
me that we're going to
Apple.
buy Warner Brothers. We're going to outbid Paramount for Warner Brothers, and we're going to own Warner Brothers.
I'm looking into it.
Yeah,
I think
heard
I had a couple of shares a couple of years ago.
I heard that. Yeah.
Isn't Saudi Arabia buying it?
Probably.
Saudi
Who do you
Arabia
think?
is buying a massive studio, and I can't remember which one it is.
I think we should buy one of this because they're all selling them. We should do a Disney, and we should start. We should buy one. I think we should buy Universal.
Do you
Because they've
think
got
we
all the
could?
horror IPs. So Kate,
I don't
Becky will
think.
be happy.
I think Universal's one of the ones that doesn't need to be sold. They're okay.
It doesn't
It's more
need to
like
be,
Warner
but it'd be
Brothers,
nice if we.
Lionsgate, and
Oh, let's buy
Paramount sort of scraping.
Lionsgate.
Do you think we could
Filmhouse should buy
crowdfund?
Lionsgate
Do you think we could crowdfund $40 billion?
to buy Lionsgate. Because if we buy Lionsgate, we get the Hunger
Maybe.
Games.
Yes, I was
So,
thinking the Hunger Games as well, actually.
and do you know what that means? That means I can be in the Hunger Games. I want to
No,
be. I
I
want to be
veto
in Hunger.
that.
I want
As
to be in Hunger
vice
Games.
president to,
I wanna be
I'm guessing
Let
that,
me be Hunger Games, man. I can be
no,
Woody Harrelson. Hey,
absolutely
man.
not. Vetoed.
I gotta tell you, sir.
I've been distracted by the talk of Weezer, so I finally found. I was like nodding and pretending to be involved, but I was desperate
Of
to talk
course.
about Weezer. So Rivers put a tweet up in 2020 saying, "For my web programming class final project, I made a web market stocked with 2,655 previously unreleased demos." So he could do it. He could be the man. This is it.
Oh my God. That's so good that he did a course. Good for him.
Weezer did a really good cover of Enter Sandman. I'll say that.
They did a whole album, didn't they, of covers?
Yeah, no, their cover of Enter Sandman and their cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World are actually fucking great. I will
I
say
hate that song.
My
Sorry, I hate Everybody
my
Wants to Rule the World.
6-year-old loves it because it's at the end of Despicable Me 4.
Yes.
And so
yes,
he only likes that version. He only likes. I like the Jason Donovan version and the Weezer version, but he likes the version where it starts with Gru going with a French Will Ferrell going everybody.
On
How
that,
did we get onto this? I was gonna say, like, going back
Weezer.
to
what were we
Let's buy
talking about?
Weezer. Let's buy Weezer.
Well, let's crowdfund $1
Let's buy
billion to
Weezer
buy a
and
Weezer.
Lionsgate.
No, Weezer's back
to buy
catalogue.
Weezer.
Weezer's back, and then we release an album of Weezer covers. It's just Buddy Holly over and over again in different styles.
On that, I think we will get back to. I remember what we were talking about now. Video store. We'll have a look at.
Video store.
Have a look, figure out what it is, and then say, "Nah, not for me. It's all Netflix."
We'll all say no, and then we'll all get it. They make it very clear it's not a subscription, because obviously that's going to be a trigger point for everybody anywhere, because we're all slaves to subscription services. And
but also, aren't people already subscribed to Letterboxd? Because you've got Letterboxd Premium and Letterboxd Pro, which I don't get what the benefits are.
I have the free one. The thing is, I do actually want to know my own stats because, why not?
You can find a lot of your
equally
stats,
just scroll through my own thing and go, oh, that's what I gave 5 stars to. I give very few films 5 stars. But just to round it up, we will just wait and see what happens. But my thought is that even though they say it's not going to be a subscription, there's always going to be a catch. Everything always has a catch.